All right, so good morning, guys. Hi, my name is Shay, and I want to talk to you girls and guys today about relationships and crushes and entanglements. Nowadays, in our society, in our generation, they do not know how to have a good relationship and a good friendship or entanglement. And really, a entanglement is a good thing, but hey, to each his own. But I'm just saying, if you are wanting to enter these things, here are some few steps that you should take to try to keep them going. When it comes to a friendship, you should be honest and upfront. Tell that friend, how you feel about them when you first meet them. Be genuine, because if you wanted to be a friend with them, it was something that interested you into wanting to be a friend to them. Also, in a relationship, same thing. Something attracted you to that person. Something made you want to date that person. So whatever made you want to date them is the same reason why you want to keep them. With entanglements, it's a little different. It's just like sexual benefits. It's like, hey, I'm just doing this. We got somebody on the side. You know what I'm saying? We trying to do our little download thing. And we're really not trying to have no type of commitment. But if you do decide on a commitment, talk about it. Most relationships fail nowadays because communication is not in the relationships. It's lacking communication. And some people fear telling people the truth. For some reason, they feel like they're going to hurt them even more if they address them and tell them the truth. I think that is all just lies to me, because I feel like if you should tell the truth more in a relationship, friendship, or entanglement, then it'll probably progress and work out better for you guys. Some people lie just to get by in a relationship so they can keep that person for material reasons or whatever other reasons they need to keep them for. And some people lie because they just don't want to tell the truth because they're used to lying in relationships and friendships and entanglements. But when it comes down to it, it's like that one little lie turns into a whole nother lie, then another lie, then a mountain of lies that you cannot go back and correct. So it's best to just tell the truth in the beginning. I've had some really, really bad relationships, and I've had some good ones, and I've had some weird ones. And I'm going to tell you right now, the good ones, they always turned out to be kind of topsy-turvy. It was like, even though they were good, we still had issues and we never addressed them. And like now, some of them I haven't even talked to till this day, and they won't talk to me about what we went through in our relationship. Same with the bad ones. It was like it ended bad. It's still bad. It's like we're enemies and we're not friends. We may not fight and fuss and argue anymore, but we can't look at each other eye to eye if we see each other out here on the streets. And I feel like that is just not right. I see a lot of people that co-parent, they didn't get along, they broke up, they went on with their, lives, but they still continue to talk and do it for their children and for themselves too, so they can show their children that they're not that type of parents. They don't want them to see that that's all they, do all the time. And they don't want them to grow up thinking mom and dad hate each other. I see friends getting back together. I see, people working on relationships more. But then I see these broken relationships that's still like, oh, I don't care. I don't give a damn. I'm done. Even though I used to be one of those people, never was bitter. I ain't never been bitter. I just been the type of woman, like, if you didn't do me right in the beginning and you didn't do me right in the end, then why should I even give you that type of respect? You know what I'm saying? Even though I still give respect, because like I tell people, I'm not the type to where I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm going to hold a grudge and hold revenge inside. We all have done that. And all that does is just hurt you. So I feel like if you was to give closure to these people, then you can go on with your life and they can go on with their life and everybody will be happy. You feel what I'm saying? See, people don't understand it. They feel like, oh no, if I tell this person what I've been doing, if I tell this person how I really felt about them, or whatever the case may be, then they're going to do whatever. They're feared of thinking whatever else is going to happen. It's like you should be feared of why they're mad at you still. You should be wondering if they're going to do something now because they're still mad because you hurt them and they don't know why. And that's something that people deal with daily, and that's what gets them into that depression state, that anxiety state, that I can't deal with my life anymore state. I can't date anymore. I don't want to love anymore. And you should never fall out of love either just because someone hurt you. I have been that person as well. That's why I'm speaking up on these topics, because I'm getting ready to go into psychology for marital counseling and couple counseling. And I'm wanting to tell people now, like, it is not that serious to be on any type of narcotic just to get past issues that you went through in life with someone just because you felt short of not knowing what was really, go happen. Don't put yourself in that predicament. Don't make yourself seem like you need that type of help when you don't. Now, if you do, because of other relationships, and then you got into a relationship and it just turned out to be the same and you felt like it was just deja vu, so you had to go back and do it all over again, and was like, I can't do this anymore. You know what I'm saying? I can't start my life over. I can understand that. But still, try not to take any narcotic or any type of pharmaceutical drug that they may offer you, saying, oh, you can't sleep at night? Well, I guess you have such and such a disorder, from that relationship. So let me give you this. My whole thing is I'm trying to stop the prescription, write-offs, and just get people to understand. Just talk. Read a book, write it down. You know what I'm saying? If you have to recite it in the mirror until you see that person every day over and over, do that. But get it off your chest. I tell people closure is important because, for one, it's important to the other party because that'll keep them from doing exactly what I just said. Two, they can also have peace of mind. Three, you don't have to worry about anything anymore. Everything is out in the opening. So now you guys can work on trying to be friends or trying to have some type of communication base to where you can walk out and see this person at the mall or at the store or anywhere, you know what I mean? In another state, and be like, hey, how you doing? How's life been treating you? I hope you've been blessed. I hope God's being there for you. Something in that manner. You don't want to walk up to this person or be with your friends or be with your family. You see this person, you're like, ugh, I don't even want to talk to you. Like, bye, gone, and bypass them and just act like they never did exist. And it's kind of sad that you have to do some people like that because they never are going to wake up out of that, mentality about not wanting to tell people the real deal. And that is the whole thing today about some of these people in this world. They always want to have something given to them, but they never want to give something back. You got to give to receive. Yes, in order to receive, you have to give. And that comes with everything: respect, loyalty, trust, communication, anything that you're trying to get from someone, you have to be willing to give the same. You got to match their savvy, And I'm tired of women always thinking just because the way they look or the way they're built or the way they talk or the way their nationality is, they would never get done that way. Honey, I'm going to tell you right now, if they've cheated on the prettiest and the beautifulest women, they're going to do you the same. Same with the man. If you think you're just the finest thing to the earth, God's gift, the best creation, and then you meet a woman and she dogs you out and you're like, what the hell? Hey, don't think just because you were fine or you had a big dick or you had money in the bank and you had a 6-figure bank account. I don't care if you had a 9-figure bank account. Women are going to do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Some women have player tendencies, or they have, they got to that point where they feel like, I got to have me another man too because they got a plan B. So let me have a plan B. And that shouldn't even be in your mindset. Shouldn't even be in your mind frame if you're ready to move on and commit, especially if you're looking towards marriage. And marriage is a big commitment. It's a big step. We all know this. So why would you want to play games with someone, make them think they're going to be with you, and then boom, you don't know how their whole life is at that moment, that you don't know what they're going through. They probably ready for this. They're ready for some type of bond that they've never had, or that they had and they lost and they want it back, and they thought they found that in you. That would be very disrespectful to hurt somebody like that. So I feel like the main thing you should do, and this is one of my things I'm going to teach in my seminars, is to talk, communicate, and give closure. It's nothing wrong with sitting down with someone and having a little 30 or hour or 2-hour conversation, just to converse, to get things off of your chest. So that way you guys can open up about any situation. It don't even have to be what y'all left off on. It could be anything. And then you guys can go on from there. And it'll trickle down. And I'm telling you right now, that works. That's the key. The main thing I did in my relationships, I always wanted to sit down and talk. And even if I was mad at that person, if I waited a couple of weeks or months, I still try to contact. I reached out to them. And if they didn't call me back or text me or didn't want to talk, and they were still angered and they were not trying to express themselves to me the way we used to express ourselves to each other, to where I knew that was that person I was talking to, their ego done changed, their demeanor done changed, then I just let it go. I really did. I couldn't keep putting myself through that pain. and suffer like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it made me start feeling down. It made me start thinking I wasn't enough. I wasn't going to be able to give love to another person. I can't find love anymore and all that. You know, I felt like I was just being rejected when I was a good person. And all of us good-hearted people out there, and all of us sweet and kind-hearted people, and some of us out there that don't have kind hearts, who have cold hearts now because of what happened to them. Hey, you're going to find a person that's going to respect your love tactics, that's going to want to give you the same things that I'm mentioning right now today. So you guys remember this, you know what I'm saying? Always remember to stay loyal. Always be humble. Always respect yourself and others. And always know that if someone don't tell you something that you want to know, walk away from it. Don't get involved. Don't even involve yourself in their situations. Don't even try to find out what they got going on. I mean, even if you want to just talk to them to help, be careful on that too, because then they'll use you on that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out here that's narcissists, men and women, and they will take advantage of that, and they feed off of that, and that's power for them, and that's energy for them, and that's what I'm saying. You have to protect what's yours. If you have positive energy and you have your guards up and you don't want nobody to break them down, then that's one of the things that you're going to have to do, is keep that guard up until you realize who you're dealing with. If you choose that type of person, and if you choose to be in that type of relationship, knowing what's going to happen, knowing the drama is about to bring. You know, you got to be prepared for that. So be prepared. Be ready. You know, just don't enter something and then say, oh, God, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this or what I'm going to do. You better be ready to do what you need to do, because you was ready to get involved with this when you knew what was going on. So stop yourself from making that decision again. You know, don't make the mistake twice, you know. All right. Well, I want you guys to like, comment, share, subscribe. I want y'all to look at my other channels and my other videos. I'm sorry, not channels, but this channel. And I want y'all to just try to give me as much feedback as you can on this topic. And then also, you know, just tell me how you feel. You know, tell me how you feel. What would you do in this situation? All right, guys, y'all have a good morning. Party hard. Be safe out here. Wear your mask still. And you guys, keep your energy protected. And keep yourself protected. All right.